Hey guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be making a video on a book haul, but then also talking a little bit about 2022 and my goals as it is the new year. If you haven't seen my face before, hi, my name's Emma. If you like books, reading, writing, anything like that, feel free to subscribe. If not, I'm happy to have you here. No hard feelings. So basically, I ordered some books, Barnes & Noble, and also a couple books for a book club because I'm one of the co-presidents of it. So I just figured I'd unbox it and maybe talk a bit about my reading goals. I recently made a Goodreads profile, so I'm going to be trying to keep track of my reading on there, so maybe I could make a month-to-month review of books or something like that. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that. The first box is from Amazon. I'm not going to show my address. I'm going to keep it down. This one is already open because my dad kind of broke into it. But basically, I got Our Violent Ends. I don't know if this is the first one, but you could see if you saw my 2021 like top 10 books, I really liked The Iron Widow, and someone recommended me to this based off my liking of The Iron Widow. I saw that there were two, and I'm pretty sure that this is the first one. If it's not, you guys will have to let me know because I'm not reading it immediately. But yeah, I just thought it was pretty interesting, and when I was looking in fantasy, which is the genre of the book I'm trying to write right now, this was one of the like totally most recommended things, and I'd heard about it from some of my friends, so I was like, yes, I'll order this. And so here it is. I got a hardcover. I really like the cover. Wow. Also, just a little topic before we move on to the next book. If you guys were wondering why I didn't upload last week on my usual Sunday, funny story. So I was skiing and I have a concussion right now. I'm acting pretty cool because honestly, I have been taking a lot of Tylenol to make it through school and stuff like that. But yeah, so that happened. That's why I didn't post. I'm sorry. And that's why I'm doing a bit more of a chill video this week instead of just like actually reviewing books and sitting down to look at a script, because looking at a screen right now is not necessarily the best option for me, is what the doctors have told me. So this is what we're gonna get. I'm sorry about that, but it did happen. All right, so this is my book club book that I have to read in like a day now. Kind of excited. It doesn't seem that long, so I think I can do it. Should I be reading the summaries? Guys, I'm so unorganized. Concussion brain, I guess. No, we'll go with the first one. So, little summary of this. It's it takes place in Shanghai in 1927, and in Shanghai, and let me see. I haven't actually read this since I bought it, so I'm a bit behind. Oh yeah, it's a reimagining of Romeo and Juliet in Shanghai in 1927. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's fantasy or other. I thought it was, or at least, I don't know if Barnes & Noble said or not, but I assumed. But anyway, I'm excited to read it because I have a habit of rereading the same books over and over again, a bad one at that, and I figured that I should probably branch out and get something else that's apart from my book club books. So that's part of that. All right, so this one that I already showed, the book club book for this month. I'll be honest, I didn't vote for this one for our book club, but it sounded interesting, and I had been interested in it before, so I'm not upset that it's ours. Got a hardcover as well. Okay, so basically it's about, from what I remember of the summary, so I think it takes place like not modern times. So like this girl is looking for a husband, like a rich husband, a marriage of convenience and stuff, and she finds this doctor to marry, I think his name, Augustine Lawrence. And so he agrees to marry her on the condition that she can never come to his mansion, like his family manor, it says right here, outside of town. But on their wedding night, this like storm happens and she doesn't have anywhere else to go, I think, and so she has to go to the mansion and yeah, so like it's kind of a mystery, like a bunch of stuff happens when she goes there and stuff. So yeah, that's that one. I'll be reading that one pretty soon, and maybe I'll do a review on it if I like it, or if I incredibly dislike it. I'm sure I'll like it. All right, so our next box, I'm using a literal pen to open it. It's from Barnes & Noble. My grandma sends me Barnes & Noble gift cards. The best, literally the best. And I figured I'd use one of them because I recently read Six of Crows and I was like, oh, I loved Six of Crows. You guys know how much I dislike Shadow and Bone, but Six of Crows, I intend to make a review eventually because it was literally like the redemption of the Grishaverse for me. I absolutely hated Shadow and Bone. Why can't I get this open? But anyway, as I was saying, once I finished that, I was like, oh my god, I have to read the next book. And then I saw that I had a gift card, so I ordered Okay Kingdom. I loved Six of Crows. I'm not going to say too much about it, but like it's basically a heist novel, and this is the sequel. Characters were so good. It was so intriguing. I literally like couldn't put it down. My friend had recommended it to me, and I'm sure, as I've said before, I read the Grisha trilogy just to read Six of Crows because she told me it was so good, and it lived up to the hype, let me tell you. And I'm excited for this next book because it definitely ended on like a cliffhanger. It was funny, I was looking at the back of this, it looks exactly the same as the back on the first one. But yeah, I'm not going to say too much about it just because it is a sequel and you'd have to read Six of Crows first, but I really recommend reading Six of Crows. Okay, so the next one I got, I think, from the fantasy page on Barnes & Noble as well. I have never heard of this book before. I just thought the summary was cool. Ooh, look at that shiny cover. Dang. I'm like fascinated by it, sorry. Okay, I'll read the summary. So basically it's about this girl who has this like grand plan to gain power, and I liked this because I liked like I don't know, I thought it would be an interesting main character to read for. So basically she's trying to woo the Shadow King, marry him, and take the kingdom for herself. But it's basically like she's going after him, trying to make attempts on his life. But of course she's not the only one because he's this king. And it's just, I think it's like a little bit of romance, a little bit of fantasy. But I keep referencing this, but the book that I'm trying to write right now has a bit of like, it's fantasy and it has monarchy in it basically. So I saw this and I was like, I'll read it. I'll see what's up, because I feel like the best way to get inspired for me for writing, because I was a reader before I was a writer, is to like read and see what you like in something and not directly copy it, but just identify what elements that you liked and what worked about the book. At least that's what I like to do. And so I'm hoping this one will be good. Not too long. I didn't realize, because obviously it doesn't show it on the website when I was ordering it, but I'm not upset. I have like way too many long books, as you've seen from me pulling this stuff out. So my last one, oh yeah. Okay, so this is, if you've never seen this cover before, this is the second one in the Black Witch. Sorry, my dad was calling me. So this is the second one in the Black Witch series. I've already read this. I took all these out from the library, but I just wanted to order this because I'm trying to collect the entire series. I'm sure, as you saw in my recommendations one before, I already have the first one. So I just figured when I didn't know a third book to order, I would order this one. If you've seen that summary, I highly recommend the Black Witch. Amazing fantasy book, amazing world building. And this one just kind of carries it right along. It's no thin book either. I was reading the Black Witch in the absence of these books arriving, so once I finish like my book club book and stuff, I'll probably get back on track and read this again, because the next one in the series, I think the 5th or 6th, is coming out in March, I believe. So yeah, that is my haul. I'm gonna gather these all up. Whoa. Here they all are. Here are all the books. And I will be looking forward to reading them and making reviews on them. I apologize for the lack of upload last week. Concussion, injury, but what can you do? And I also recently, as I said in the beginning of the video, made a Goodreads profile. So if you guys have any suggestions, I could add those books to my like to read list and stuff like that. Sorry, this one's a bit of a shorter video. Like I said, I'm still recovering and I didn't really want to do a totally long form content video, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope you saw some books that maybe you could pick up yourself, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.